Hello everyone, my name is Marissa Arterburn and I am your resident research scientist. And on that note, I am beyond excited to share with all of you the science behind amino acids. Let's start with the basics. Amino acids are fundamental molecules that serve as the building blocks for protein. When two or more of these amino acids link up together, they form peptide chains. When these peptide chains link up together, they form specific proteins. Amino acids create proteins that function in every physiological system, every organ, every tissue, everything. Your body combines different amino acids in different ways to make different proteins with different functions. The 20 individual amino acids are categorized into three groups. We have our non-essential amino acids, the conditionally essential amino acids, and the essential amino acids. The non-essential amino acids are amino acids that the body is capable of synthesizing. The conditionally essential amino acids are a subcategory of the non-essential amino acids, and as the name suggests, conditionally essential amino acids are those that, under most normal physiological conditions, can be synthesized in adequate amounts by the body like the rest of the non-essential amino acids. However, there may be certain circumstances, like during exercise and resistance training, where the rate of synthesis for one or more of these amino acids is inadequate, which results in a dietary requirement for that amino acid. For example, arginine is considered a conditionally essential amino acid because it becomes depleted during exercise. Therefore, it becomes important to supplement with arginine to fulfill our physiological needs. Then there are the 9 essential amino acids, also known as the EAAs. We refer to these amino acids as essential because they cannot be synthesized by our bodies or synthesized in adequate amounts, and therefore they must be obtained through our diet. Any food or supplement that contains all 9 of the EAAs is considered a complete protein source. And last, there are the branched chain amino acids, or the BCAAs for short, which are a subcategory of the EAAs. The BCAAs include valine, leucine, and isoleucine, and they each have their own unique role in supporting important physiological processes. Before we move on, I want to highlight the importance of the BCAA leucine, which has garnered extra attention due to its effects on muscle anabolism. After the ingestion of BCAAs, or isolated leucine, the amino acid leucine travels through our bodies and lands in the liver, adipose tissue, and our muscles, where it is metabolized. The ingestion of an amino acid mixture containing extra leucine has the potential to affect muscle protein metabolism in several ways. There are many causes that result in our bodies being in a catabolic state, as represented by the image on the left. Again, when we are in a catabolic state, as indicated in the figure on the right, we are breaking down more muscle than what is being synthesized. In a catabolic state, our bodies are pulling any and all available amino acids from our plasma to help and support and fuel our bodies. If there are inadequate amounts of EAAs available in our plasma, our bodies will start to release amino acids from our muscle tissue, and this creates a negative muscle protein balance. During exercise, our muscles are already experiencing stress and damage because as we exercise, we are expanding and contracting our muscles continuously, and this repetitive action causes tiny microscopic tears in our muscle tissue. In an anabolic state, muscle protein synthesis is greater than muscle protein breakdown. Recovery is an anabolic state, and in this state, we are growing muscle tissue and replenishing our nutrient and our energy stores. By supplementing with EAAs, we are loading our plasma with the EAAs necessary to prevent further muscle protein breakdown. And by doing this, we lessen the amount of amino acids that are released from our muscles. For those of us who exercise on a regular basis, dosing and timing of EAAs becomes even more critical. The window following exercise is when the need for EAAs is the greatest to optimize building lean muscle mass and support muscle recovery. As indicated in this middle figure, that window is within 45 minutes following the completion of a workout. After a lag of around 45 minutes, there is a large increase with muscle protein synthesis before returning to baseline by 2 hours. This return to baseline by 2 hours occurs even in the face of available amino acids in our plasma. At this point, the muscles become stubborn to amino acid stimulation, despite the availability of amino acids. This phenomenon is called the muscle full effect, and it essentially means that our muscles cannot benefit further from a continuous supply of amino acids. By consuming EAAs within 45 minutes following exercise, we are loading our plasma prior to that time in which there is the greatest potential for muscle protein synthesis, and we are inhibiting further muscle protein breakdown in support of our recovery. And this is why EAAs are so important for those of us who exercise, because this window following exercise is so small, yet it is so critical. We now know that EAA availability is an important regulator for muscle protein metabolism, and the more EAAs we have ingested, the more that is available in our plasma to support a positive muscle protein balance. Before we wrap up, I want to emphasize how to take crystalline EAAs in order to maximize the benefits. On days when you are exercising, it is best to consume EAAs within 45 minutes following the completion of a workout. On non-exercise days, it is recommended to consume EAAs in between meals. As I said previously, our muscle protein is in a constant state of turnover, meaning new muscle protein is continuously being produced while older muscle proteins are being broken down, and this is regardless of us exercising. Those of us on a weight loss journey are losing muscle mass as we lose weight. Those of us who are overweight or obese are losing muscle mass and functionality. Those of us with special dietary restrictions may not be getting enough of the EAAs to support muscle protein synthesis. Those of us who do exercise may experience difficulties in building and maintaining lean muscle mass. And unfortunately, all of us are losing muscle mass as we age. But we can combat that with healthy living habits that include regular exercise, sufficient rest and recovery, following a balanced diet, maintaining a consistent routine, and ensuring we are getting enough protein. And of course, crystalline EAAs support these healthy living habits that I just mentioned. Thank you and take care.